What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to talk about how to start trading futures and what strategy maybe be of assistance to you. That way you're able to kind of manage risk and you're kind of able to take some trades and get some comfortability in these markets. Now, again, these markets are not the easiest to trade right now. I'll be the first to say that the ranges and the volatility are extremely large and they're extremely high. But again, I've never been one to kind of say, hey, this is the perfect time to start trading. This is the worst time to start trading. In all honesty, if you can learn to trade in this current market environment, I think you can trade in any market environment. I always recommend that you do start off with a very simplistic approach to your trading as far as entries and exits. Okay. If you're looking to learn how to start futures trading and you're looking for that one particular strategy, I don't want to make things too complicated. That's going to be the first tip. Number one is let's simplify things. Let's look for maybe one particular setup each and every single day in the market. Again, I understand that it's lucrative. It seems exciting that you can click buy and sell a million times if you wanted to, if you have the leverage available. But truth be told, the less trades you take per day, the better off you're going to be. Okay. So if you're looking to start trading futures, there's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can go out and you can get a personal account with something like TraderVate or Iron Beam or AMP Futures, and you can make a deposit into your personal futures brokerage. And I would recommend starting off with anywhere between 2,500 and 5,000. Okay. Now, if you don't have that, or maybe you're not looking to put it in your own personal cash into a personal brokerage firm where you can trade futures, I would definitely go out and recommend to use a prop firm. I'm sure many of you guys, this is not your first time on the internet. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of prop firms. The two prop firms that I am funded with is Top Step and Apex. Link down in the description box below if you want to get more information on either company. Now, I think going the prop firm route can definitely save you a lot of cash if you do it the right way, because the barrier for entry is a lot lower. You can get started with under $50. You can be given leverage for a $2,000 or $2,500 account, that being your drawdown with these prop firms. Now, again, it's going to say $50,000 account, but your workable balance is that drawdown. So if you've given $2,000 worth of drawdown, you've essentially are trading a $2,000 account. If you have $2,500 worth of drawdown, you're essentially trading a $2,500 account. So we need to make sure our risk management falls in line with that, so we're able to, continue the lifespan of this particular account. Now, with the prop firm, you have to go through a little bit of what's called an evaluation phase, where they're going to put a profit target, a price target that you need to hit. Again, you can take as much time as you need to kind of pass that. There's a monthly fee that goes along with that. So as soon as you sign up, if you are still in that evaluation where you haven't met that profit target, you're going to get rebilled on that second month. I think that with this type of market environment and cycle that we're in, I think anyone can pass within under 30 days. But again, don't put no time constraints on yourself. If it takes longer than 30 days, just pay for that second month and then, be a lot less stressed. Now, let's get into an exact strategy. We're going to trade what's called the initial balance. So the initial balance is going to be the New York Open, or any open, but I trade New York session. So we're going to trade the New York Open initial balance. The initial balance is going to take the range between the high and the low of that first 1 hour of trade. So because I trade the New York session, I'm located in California. My markets are going to open here at 6:30 in the morning. So between 6:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m., I'm going to mark out what's my initial balance. And this becomes my zone. So if we notice this black box that's on my screen, I'm marking out the highs from 6:30 to the lows, whatever that low price may be, at 7:30. Okay. So this particular initial balance for today, which is September the 3rd, the low was 19,283. The high was 19,483. Okay, so we've got now what's called a range, the initial balance range. So you almost don't even need to really look to trade within the first hour after New York session. Again, there's a million strategies where we could take trades off the bell. There's a million things we can look for, different chart patterns, different indicators, different moving averages. But I want to keep things very simple, okay? And I want to keep things stress-free. And I want to keep things where you don't necessarily need to feel rushed. Which way is the market going? Is the market going up? Is the market going down? With a trading this type of strategy using the initial balance, we can essentially sit on our hands for the first hour and just allow price action to develop. Okay, what we're looking for in this particular scenario is one of two things. We're looking for a breakdown below the initial balance lows, or we're looking for a breakout above the initial balance highs. And then from one of those two actions, we can either take a trade short or we can take a trade long. And we also have offspring where, let's say, for example, we break down below the initial balance lows and then get back into the initial balance lows. We can also look for a long back into the middle upper half of the range. Same thing goes for if we break out long and then fall back into the initial range, we can use that high as a stop loss, and we can short back down to the middle of the range. Now, for me, I like trading the breakdowns and the breakouts. Typically like to scalp anywhere between 5, 10, or 15 points, depending on if I'm trading minis, which is going to be ticker symbol NQ, where it's going to move $20 a point, or I'm trading the micros, which is ticker symbol MNQ, and it's going to move $2 a point. If you're just starting out, I recommend to trade micros, and I recommend to start with maybe 2 or 3 micros. And how this is going to work is when we have this initial balance low and high set, if price action breaks down below the initial balance low or high, we're going to get short. What we're going to do is use a previous 5-minute candle as our stop. So in this particular scenario, our stop loss is going to be here, okay, above 19,341. Our entry is going to be a break of the lows of 19,283. So in this particular scenario, we're giving ourselves around a 35-point risk. Okay, so if you're used to trading mini contracts, trading this type of stop loss, this type of range is going to be very difficult. Again, just be part of the trend, be part of the trade, trade 2, 3 micros max, and you're going to look for 10 to 15 points. Okay, so 10 points, you're going to make $20 a micro contract. If you're trading 1, if you're trading 2, you're going to make closer to $40. If you're trading 3, closer to $60. But all we're realistically looking to do here in this particular scenario, if you're a new trader, is just get our feet wet and start generating some trades, start generating some income, and start to see how the market works on a day in and day out basis. Now, again, we can always increase our size later. We can always take more contracts. We can always scale into mini contracts. But for this particular sake, if you were to look at this trade, the low price being our entry of that initial balance low was 19,283. Once we broke that, once we broke through, we traded all the way down to 19,246. Okay, so we are looking at almost a 40-point move, right? So from what is that price there? 283 down to 246. It's almost a 40-point move, right? In a matter of minutes, guys. Now, obviously we washed out a lot lower. We're not going to really talk about, how to hold those positions longer. What I want you guys to start off doing is start to identify this initial balance range, how to take those breakout trades. Again, use the previous 5-minute candle high as a stop, or if we were going long, the previous 5-minute candle low as a stop. But in this particular scenario, even if you're looking for 15, even 20 points, you would have made money. Now, again, 20 points in your favor trading 1 micro contract is going to be a $40 winner. If we were trading 2, it's an $80 winner. If we were trading 3, you're looking at close to $120 in less than 5 minutes in this particular example. So again, if you're looking to start trading futures, definitely start out with a simple strategy like this, a simple range strategy. That way you don't need a precise entry. You don't need a specific pattern that maybe you have a hard time identifying. All you have to do is mark out the first hour highs, the first hour lows. That becomes your initial balance range. Anything in between the range, you kind of want to avoid. And once we do start to crack out of the range, that's when you're going to look to hammer and take that scalp. You want to make sure you can execute that. If you need to take a day or two to kind of mark out these zones and see it for yourself in real time, do so. Definitely let me know how it goes. But again, today, this was one of my biggest trades that I took. I ended up holding this for over 20 points, which was very, very lucrative for me in today's trading, in today's trading session. Again, I took multiple setups, but this was the first setup that I was looking to take today because I didn't take part in any of that move off the open. It just moved too fast. I needed to see more price action. I need to see some type of structure, right? I need to see more price action structure before I was confident in the move that I wanted to take, but I definitely was interested in this initial balance low break. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button. Also share the video, comment on the video. It helps this video get out to more new beginner traders. That way, if you guys are looking for different types of strategies, this channel is built all around that. I go over price action, I go over mindset and psychology, risk management, and strategy talk. It's a great channel for you guys to learn. If you would like to trade with me a little bit more one-on-one direct with the team at Evolution Traders, that link is down in the description box below. I have 2 spaces available for the month of September. If you guys are looking to sign up with a prop firm, I would recommend to start just because it's a little bit cheaper. Apex, that link is down in the description box below. If you guys need to get some accounts, you guys can look through their website and kind of see what they have to offer. But again, I'll see all of you guys on the next video.